Welcome to round number 3 in URC. We are here today to race in Abu Dhabi. Today I am actually gonna be here for the duration of the race. Unlike last time where I had to leave midway through Japan. And I also feel a bit better today. I still have a headache, but nothing that shouldn't be too bad. So then, yes, we're just waiting for one more driver to join up, and then we should get going for a full qualifying session here in Abu Dhabi. As I see you guys starting to join, welcome. And we have 20, so should get going any second now. And there we have it, the 30-second countdown has begun. For everyone to get ready. So the driver standings for today is Dan and Zach equal on 33 points. Liam is on 26. That's the top 3. And in the constructors we have Red Bull Racing on 51 points, quite a margin down to Mercedes, who has 38 points, and Alfa Romeo has 33 points. We are Abu Dhabi. This is obviously the old layout, which have, I'd say, 2 major overtaking spots, and the rest is pretty meh around this track, and it's the 2 DRS straights, obviously. As Q1 is getting ready. No one so far on the medium tires. Everyone will be saving it for Q2. As I see a car. It's RLBs, but it's also Ozan who's first out. And this is obviously a track where you have to have a setup that's slippery enough on this straight line to not lose you too much time, but you also want it stable enough, especially through turn 3, but also through sector 3. So it's a balancing act how much speed you want to sacrifice. Now then, Ozan is coming towards the final corner. We're now out on the start finishing straight to begin the first hot lap of today. Goes a little bit wide there in turn 2. This way. This chicane that isn't in the new layout, which ruins a lot of overtaking momentum in the race, but you still can get a move done there. And bounces on the curb. Not looking super good right now. And now we just keep it on track. It's just the most important thing. A very tricky corner to get right. Very easy to brake a little bit too late and lock up your tires or go wide. But Ozan comes over the line to set a 1:37.0 as the time to beat. Can Beast get it? Just about 1,000. Separates RL Beast and RL Beast and Ozan. Very, very tight indeed. Kleppy then. Kleppy goes third. 37.7. Liam. EMS. That's through the penultimate corner. And you don't want to run wide because that orange sausage curb will throw you. Liam goes 5th fastest. And now here comes Street Pitaku. Run a little bit wide, but 3rd place currently. Mine bad Steve. Puts it on provisional pole position 136.5, and Spillage goes second with a 36.8. And Barbarian seems to not have a front wing, which is pretty interesting. So we'll go on board then with Iron Con. Take us through a lap of Abu Dhabi in this very deceivably tricky turn 3, which if you don't have a stable setup can catch you out. And then that tricky chicane, which kills a lot of momentum, but then you come straight out of that 180-degree corner out to this very long back straight, where you can set up a move or stay behind and try and get it done here on the second straight. And here, obviously, with the old layout, it's chicanes, which makes it a little bit tougher. Especially if you're going side by side. But then you come into sector 3, which is a one-lane train ride, where it's very tricky to get a pass on. And then here, as I said, you don't want to run wide. You want to get as close to that orange sausage curb as possible. And now, coming over the line, Iron Kong 37-0 is in P3 currently. How many safety cars? I reckon there will be 2 safety cars and 2 VSCs. There is a huge possibility for safety cars, as Liamzi picks up provisional pole 35.8. I'm sure you'll do very well, and you'll get to benefit of the safety cars. But I reckon starting us off will be a good shout. But I think there will be a quite early safety car. And here comes Zach in the Red Bull, currently leading the Constructor Championship. Pi is currently second in the other Red Bull car, so we'll see if Zach can get close. Zach jumps up into P3, and we have Sharpie on the medium tires, trying to get through into Q2 on them possibly. Sharpie currently P14, that's not gonna be enough. As we have Stooge, oh, very close to the limit there. Stooge keeps it away from the orange sausage curb. He jumps up into P12. Sharpie now next on the shopping block, as we have Jonesy into the back straight, the first of them. Looking very neat through the chicanes. The African American of Barbarian is getting out of the way. Jonesy comes through into P6, and Sharpie has jumped up into P10 on the medium tires, and that I reckon will be enough. Currently on the shopping block is Aryan as Liam-esque. David Barry, Nat Packers, Barbarian and Dan are all currently out of Q1. Though David Barry, Nat, Barbarian and Skillstan has not put down a time at all. They all come out to outlap, and we'll see. They have either one or two consecutive runs to get down the time, and we're gonna follow Skillstan. Pressure's on, mates. Purple per sector. Looking tidy so far. Now then, Dan coming towards the chicanes. And it's a purple second sector as well. It's looking good so far. Look alright through the chicanes. Maybe could have done a little bit better. Oh, and gets that spot on. As Liam has crashed. Turn 2. Just off the turn 2. Let's see if I can catch that with Dan, who gets provisional pole. The car unfortunately has been turned away. 1:35.4 is now the time to beat. And we'll go on board with Matt, as Matt is the furthest one along of the papaya car. Matt is not going for the 60, the Barbarian gets out of the track. We have P13 to P16 all on outlaps. Try and improve. There's a yellow flag in 53. But I'm guessing there's not a lot of time left in the session. Nat comes through to go P5 and is safely through into Q2. Liam sorry, David Berry comes through P6 just after their teammate, and now Stooge needs to find some time. Needs to do a 1:37 to add Stooge. Gets invalidated somehow. I'm on board with Crappy then, but Stooge should have time to go around and try again. Crappy. Just a small improvement. Needs to find roughly half a second. Also just noticed there's only 2 thousandths between Ariane and Jonesy. So it's a very tight scene today. Oh, that's a little bit of oversteer, and Street Piraku has also crashed in the exact same spot where Liam crashed. Probably taking a little bit too much curb through turn 2 and losing the rear, and there is a wall there to catch you. Clipping now coming through the final sector. It's a very annoying sector and has invalidated somewhere, but it's gonna be tight. Will they get through to get another shot at it? Oh, and maybe invalidated next lap. No, gets through with 5 seconds to spare. Everything from now on is done. Panda abort. Dude, invalidated again. And Barbarian is finished, which means qualifying 1 is over. Sharpie and Olsen does not need to improve. Let's see what they can do though. Olsen. So we have Kleppe on another half lap. Kleppe's lap matters a little bit more, as they need to improve. Question is, can they find that half a second somewhere? Olsen pit. Sharpie pit, so they aborted, and Kleppe has had a moment somewhere, because that's not good enough. So yeah, qualifying is over. Just waiting for the cars to get into the pits. And then we are finished. And I'll run you through who has been eliminated. Just waiting on the avatar, guys. There we go. So, out of Q1, Street Piraku. Okay. Panda, Kleppe, Stooge, Barbarian, and Liam-esque, which is very interesting. But yeah, I'm a little bit confused why Street Piraku is out, as it should be the bottom 5, not the bottom 6. Well, I guess we'll see when Q2 starts if Piraku is actually out, or if they if it just looks weird. And yeah, we only have 14 drivers. That's confusing. So then a couple of drivers are on their way out. I'm seeing a RLB out first again. And now strategy comes into play. As you have to start on the tires you qualify on if you get into the top 10. That rule, fun fact, it's rumored, I don't know if it's confirmed yet, but it's rumored that that rule is gonna disappear for next season. Which probably will mean that some drivers will maybe just sit out briefly. They think they won't get anything better than 10th, maybe if they sneak their way in. Yeah, that's just my view on that rule being scrapped. I would like to see it remain, as it makes a little bit more strategy come into play. Yeah, RRL Beast comes through to start the first hot lap of the second qualifying session. It's looking pretty good so far for these. You can see everyone starting to get dialed in, getting the tricky corners correct more and more. And Beast 137.2 actually beats Jonesy. 9 faster beats them both on the medium tires. We have a Nat Packers coming through invalidated, so we'll go on board with David Barry. Arian comes through. David Barry goes second fastest on the medium, on the soft tires, sorry. Aaron Con third fastest. And that's it, put down a very good time on the medium tires. And Arian has crashed, has lost it through sector, turn 3, sorry. It looks like, and probably caught the wall with their tires rather than their front wing. And yeah, that will definitely be Arian out then. And attackers coming through to sector 2 now, and it is purple. Runs over the orange curb. And the Packers goes 5th currently. That's what we'll go on board with Ozan on the soft tires as David Barry goes fastest, 1:36.3 on the soft tires. Ozan goes 8th. Now we'll go on board with the Red Bull. So then Pi getting ready to absolutely punch it. Let's see where they can get to. And it's purple sector 1. So, but it looks a little bit wide through one of the turns in the chicane. Well, then can Pi get this correct? Looks smooth. Now down to the second split. It's 8-5, it's purple. You can see all the bottom guys who hadn't set a time is currently out during the time, except for Dan, who's still waiting. Very risky game that. As Pi then comes through to set a 1:36.5, just doesn't get pole. Finish now. For the Mercedes team. They put it on the front row. No, on the A. And it's actually pretty darn close to getting eliminated now, down into 9th as Zach goes second quickest, just ahead of the timid Pi. Oh, and Liam kind of movement there. Question is, did they touch the wall? Yeah, got very close to the wall there. It doesn't look like there's any damage, so they go again. 142.2 on that last lap. No one go on board with or go check in with Dan. Has bamboozled everyone and gone on the softs, even though they were sitting on the medium tires the whole time in the pits. Damn, playing mind games with us all. Very interesting. Maybe feels that they can't get through on the mediums, even though I certainly think that they can, but now has about 2 laps. Arancon, I think that is because it is, yeah, you have no. Okay, that's interesting. As Liam goes on provisional pole, yeah, it is showing softs, and oh Jesus, everyone is on mediums. No, now it's showing mediums for Aaron. Okay, so yeah, what I think happened was that the graphic got a bit stuck, but yeah, when you select a new set of tires and I have this graph on, it shows you, it shows me what tires you are currently on, so it's easy for me to commentate. Whilst this shows what tire everyone his best time was on. But yeah, Dan is coming through towards the line and puts it on 2nd place. It's beaten by Liam in mediums. Leave is done. And Jonesy fighting for survival here in Q2. Needs to find quite a lot of time actually. The question is, have they found that time? I don't think so. Found a little bit of time, but it's not enough. Now can Sharpie put themselves out of harm's way? Okay, currently on the shopping block. And they move away from the shopping block. Yes, P6. Now it's Ozan on the shopping block. And Jones is going for another push lap. So go with Jonesy, currently Ozan on the shopping block. And Johnson needs to get well into the 36s to get through into Q3. Now then, Johnson just gets P10. The question is, can Nat goes provisional pole, so Jones is out. Now then, can Spillage improve? It doesn't look likely from what I saw. Spillage comes through and does improve slightly, but it's not enough. We'll only get P13, so Pi and Sharpie survives. And Pi aborts the lap. Doesn't want to start on the soft. So yeah, quite a few drivers getting through on the mediums. Very interesting choice. We have Hadian, Spillage, Ozan and Jonesy are the ones that should be out. I don't know if the game will decide to take one more. Hopefully not. But mine bestie, Pi, Zach, David Barry and Liam will all start on the medium tires. So yeah, Jonesy P11, Ozan P12, Spillage P13 and Aryan, who crashed, will get P14. Mine bestie, actually Sharpie, Beast, Ironcon, Dan and Nat will all start on the soft compound of tires. And obviously if there's an early safety car, the soft runners are in the front seat. If it's slightly later, the medium runners are in the front seat. And if there's no safety cars, then you're all fucked. You are gonna have to make up some ground, because I think it's a 2-stop, unless you want to use hards. Hards usually aren't very good. But now then, we have the top 10 shootout for 12 minutes. And if you go straight out, like RL Beast has done, you can get 3 runs down. The question is, how many swift tires do you have? My tactic here would be use the tires I used in Q1 for my first run, and then if I had 2 sets of tires, use them for second and third run, or if I have 1 set of tires, use that for my last run. So yeah, obviously everyone on softs. And now we'll see who has the pace. I am gonna guess that Liam will make it 3 straight poles. guessing Dan is gonna be first row as well. Then I'm gonna say the Red Bulls and McLarens are gonna be row 3 and 4. I don't know how, but they will be there. But I hope drivers like RL Beast and Basti, Ironcon, Sharpie, all of them can prove me wrong and put themselves higher than I think they're gonna get. Oh, Beast gets on the curb and bounces. That will definitely cost some time. But that is what happens as Ironcon is out, loses it in turn 2, or the exit of turn 2, entry of turn 3. Again, things they caught a lot of curb and the car just spun. So I think that's definitely Ironcon. This is the P10. Not what they would have wanted. Ironcon, if you're listening to the stream, was I correct or was I wrong in my guess? My investigation, provisional pole. And now here comes Sack. Puts it on provisional pole as well. And now the Papaya cars. Matchpackers comes through first. Can they go even faster? No, P2. David Barry. P3. Dan. Dan. P3. Pi goes P4. Can't quite get past. Liam only P2. And now Sharpie goes P8. So yeah, Beast with that small mistake did lose quite a bit of time. Hopefully they can have a better second run. And that's it, all the way down in 7. All the way down sounds so bad. Yeah. Down in 7. And is Dan on another push lap? I wonder. Was not far behind their own time. Maybe made a mistake somewhere which we didn't see. I think they can do better on these tires. On the curb and had a little bit of oversteer. Not too bad though. Dan. No, doesn't go for it. Liam going for it. Liam isn't validated. Sharpie. Sharpie comes into the pits as well. David Barry is behind. The Mine Basket is out again. And actually, the lap is a bit too long to do 3 runs, so I actually think unless you do uh, two runs straight after each other, you don't have the time to do three runs. The track is just a little bit too long. Because outlaps is around 1 minute 45 to 1 minute 50, and in lap will be around 135 to 140. So yeah, there's definitely not enough time, and then one hot lap on that is 125, 136, somewhere around that time. So let's see, does mine bestie slightly behind their own time in sector 1, but sector 1 is one of those where everyone is pretty close, because there's only really one corner that makes a difference. Bestie now comes down towards the second sector and needs to find some improvement down to there. And it's only a 10th. That will not be enough to move up places. My bestie comes through the final corner and goes P3, really improves, and is fastest in sector 3. But now the current pole sitter, Zach, coming towards the second sector line. He's getting a creepy toe as well. How much has that helped Zach gain? Oh, has a little bit of a moment. Zach. Not improved. Liam, 35, almost last. And Dan, 35-4. As Zach loses it. To turn 3. Man, I can validate David Barry. Currently P4. Now the question is, where will they get after this lap? They are improving and currently moving up a place as Sharper retires. Looks to be on track actually. Beast retires. That looks to be in the pits. The Beast gets P9. think Pi will move up. But now David Barry comes through. Can they improve? Yes, goes P3. And Pi is behind. Does improve in the end and gets P5. The question is, can Mine Basti? Oh, gets on the orange curve but doesn't spin. Can Mine Basti do anything? Invalidates and doesn't improve anyways. So will be at best P6. The question is, can Nat do anything to put and invalidate? So that's it then. Qualifying is over and Liam gets the pole once again. I'm just gonna use this footage. So yeah, Liam 0135 001. Incredible time. Dan 4/10 behind, nearly half a second behind Liam. Liam's one lap pace is extraordinary. So then, Liam in the Mercedes gets pole position ahead of Skills Dan in Alfa Romeo. David Barry P3 in the McLaren. Zach Johnson gets P4 ahead of Pi. So I was correct that Liam ahead of Dan and then McLaren and Red Bull. But Mine Basti does one better than I thought. A very good qualifying from them in Aston Martin. Nat gets P7 in the McLaren. Sharpie P8. RL Beast P9 in Alpha Tauris. And Aaron Khan crashed before setting a time and will get P10. We're now gonna wait for the drivers to do their strategies and maybe change a thing or two on the setups. Now then we have the countdown. Drivers have 10 more seconds to try and optimize everything. Of course you can't do it on the fly, but here, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, we have 5 lights. The lights are out and we are racing. Liam gets a good start. Dan covers off David Barry. As we have a lot of cars. And I think someone has spun. It looks like the Haas had a moment. And now we can see a lot of cars side by side into the Porsche chicane. And a Haas has gone a very straight line. see if we can catch any moves. Williams is having a look. Oh, and Spillage. Let's have a look at Ozan. Now then, quite a lot of movements, but not for the top 7. So we can see a very mixed set of tires as Sweet Peter gets through Aaron. Aaron wants to get back up, has soft tires. Oh, as David Barry has crashed. Trying to get fire, yeah. Got on the orange curb and there's a VSC. And no one goes to the pits on lap 1. But wow, this gives me, actually, tell a lie, Panda dives into the pits on the first lap. Does need a new front wing though, so that's probably why. But will not lose as much time as they would have. Wow, this gives me a chance to catch up. Liam stays with P1. Dan keeps P2. Fat Pie P3-4. Mindbusting P5. Nat P6. Jonesy is in P7. After a very good start. Sharpie, as you see there, AWS pit stop strategy. And we have the green light falling, and Nat is very close. It was very close to Mindbusting, but has fallen away a bit. And now Sharpie is having a look at Jonesy. This section is near on impossible to overtake as I get a message on my phone. Nothing too important, as we have DRS getting enabled. Clefty is around, and oh, it's around again. Don't get disqualified for blocking the pit. Don't get disqualified. Oh, don't get disqualified, luckily. As Barbarian has had a moment as well. Village now closing in on Ozan. As we have side by side, Mindbusting and Pie. And Mindbusting is actually ahead, but can Pie get back? Yes, it's doing fight against it. Mindbusting is behind. As we have now Ozan and Village side by side into the chicane. Let's swap over to Aaron, very close to Street Peter Goose. Oh, and Village right on the back of Ozan. Ozan leaves the space, leaves the door open. As Liam puts the fastest lap down, Spillage gets through, and now Street Pinnacle is having a look of Ozan having sacrifice run. This is an incredible battle for the last point playing position. Now Aaron That's a great view of Olsen getting a bad run through the chicane. He can get the best exit. As we have Pi using the position to mind busted, but now the second straight. Gets Pi through again. And that is under threat from the Ferrari. And now Aroncon has gotten through Liam-esque in the second Ferrari. Ferrari not having a good time. Here in Abu Dhabi, 7th and 14th, now 13th, as Liam gets back through Aroncon again. Spillage closing up as Aroncon goes into the pits. It's very early, if it actually is something. As now spillage. There's the beast. And we're gonna have a look at this Aston Martin, the Pi Red Bull battle. It's currently ahead. The question is, Pi has actually dropped behind and can't get back ahead. But now we can see the AlphaTauri v Mercedes battle, and this time the Mercedes comes out. As Spillage picks up the first 3-second time penalty of the day. And congratulations. Oh, sorry, that's me. It's a very, very tough track for the time penalties. Very easy to run slightly wide. You can see Olsen looking at our beasts. Because that RL Beast currently holds the last point paying position, and now we can see Street Pinnacle close, but not getting through Ozen. Oh, and that's a horrible run. Beast didn't get away at all, it seemed. Goes behind, but is now in the slipstream. Breaks early. Osan breaks very late and runs. Wow, and it's a virtual safety car again. And on lap 6. Now, the question is, will that become a full car safety car? Doesn't look like it. We're still waiting, and no one is biting on the VC. Actually, just as I say that, of course, RL Beast gotta make me be wrong. Beast comes into the pit. Now the question is, what is their hands is mediums. And Pinaku also concentrates very early becoming from the mediums, but unluckily it's green flag racing just as they get in, which means they will lose a lot of time compared to World B-Speed. That's Josie. Just before the braking zone gets through on that. Oh, and that touch on Jones's back wheel. Hopefully no damage. And now Nat has the DRS. Goes to the right. Jonesy keeps the position for now. Now look on to Pi to get P5 and get 8 points. Sharpie closing in on this battle as well. Let's see our flag. It's Liam. Liam has no front wing. Liam has no front wing, and I wonder what has happened there. Liam has to go into the pits. I reckon there's going to be medium tires waiting for them when they get to their pit box, which should be fairly early. So it's pretty good. We have Linebacker closing in on the second Red Bull. Street Pitaku has had a moment, and that's a third virtual safety car. And for Street Pitaku, it's actually looking quite good because they can come into the pits and not lose as much time. That's a third VSC. Which means we're only a couple of safety cars away from reaching the quota. The maximum that the game allows. I think, at least. Yeah, I think next incident will be a full course safety car. Zach, Bike, both Red Bulls do. So it's gonna be a double stack. And there is a hard set of compound on Pi's car. There's also there's medium on that car. That's now Sharpie. Actually, Beast comes out or gets mad. Come out just ahead. This will be very annoying. But Ariane picks up 3 seconds. Now the question is, can Beast look on? They have the DRS open, but so does Nat. And Nat is closing in on the Red Bull. With the help of the second DRS, it's close, but doesn't quite get through, and Pi doesn't have a lot of ARS left. And now Ariane. And this is proving why it's. Ooh, and there is touching, and Nat goes through, and Beast is close. Looking any way to pass, as I think Nat touches Arian as well. Arian doing a very good job in holding these guys back. But now Arian goes off track and Nat gets through. And now the question is, can Pi get through without losing too much time? Yes, is the answer to that one. And Beast gets through as well. But now we have a long DRS race. As Sharpie gets a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits without a front wing as well, which seems very harsh. Oh, and Pi looks a little bit shaky, as Piraku also gets a 3-second time penalty, and they are starting to creep in these penalties. And now the battle for 14th takes over a new leader with Aaron Khan in the Williams taking over that position. We move back to the fight for 9th. As our Beast is very close to Pi. Mindbuster Pence and Zack is very close to Ozan for P5. Zack on a new set of mediums, chasing down Ozan on 10-lap-old mediums. They leave good space to each other. Zack gets it done. And gets the DRS good measure. Oh, as Stooge has had a horrible exit, and everyone is closing in. Oh, and Stooge moves very late, all the way to the left. Moves back to the racing line. And that gets through. Now the question is, can Pi get through as Barbarian is crashed to turn 3, and that is a full course safety car. Call it. Oh. So that is safety car number 4. But the first full course safety car, and this plays right into the hands of Dan, Liam, Jonesy, and Spillage. Especially Liam and Dan, who are so far off the field that they'll only lose a couple positions. And there's another set of softs on Liam's car, but there is a set of mediums in Dan's car. And Arian gets a drive through for speeding. And now it's gonna be interesting to see where these guys come out. Nat gets out ahead. Pi will be 7th. So Liam and Dan, P2 and 3 after pitting. So, now that everyone has made one stop, we're just gonna wait for the final guys to sort themselves out. As Panda gets a 3-second time from down the safety car. But yeah, Zack is currently in the lead on the medium. With Liam P2 on fresh softs. Dan P3 on fresh medium. Nat P4. Pi, currently P5, Jonesy, P6, on fresh soft, Bees, on fairly used mediums now, 4 laps, P7, Spillage, P8, Ozan is in P9, Mindbassi has gone in P10 currently. We're fighting for P4 earlier in this Grand Prix. Yes. Quite a ways upfield, but we know Spillage got a pit again, Jonesy got a pit again, Liam has to pit again, so the question is, can they keep somewhat pace and keep moving upwards? Someone like Pi doesn't have to pit again, Othman doesn't have to pit again, Aryan doesn't have to pit again, and drivers like Dan can, with a bit of nursing, probably go to the end. Especially if there's another safety car, but then probably you want to move on to a new set of tires. Pitaku picks up right through. Was speeding on the safety car, but surely they have they don't have the belt anymore, so I don't really know how. Well, we'll go on board with Dan for now, who's in P3. Has played a very good strategy so far. Now it all comes down to when another safety car comes out. Because if it comes out good for Liam, then Dan will struggle. But if it comes out, say, just off Liam pits, then Dan will look like a strategical genius. Whereas Noble 2909 said, a tactical guy. We have the safety car coming in this lap, as Kleppe has also caught up to the field, so now Zach has a very short time to control the field, as it was a very late call. Zach had gone, and Dan gets a very good run compared to the guys behind. Liam is sitting very close to Zach. Zach couldn't get away. And a Ferrari is pitting instantly. Liam still very close to the Red Bull. Now the run down into turn 6, 7? Down the main straight, and back straight. That's the inside. But he did a very good run, and Liam has retired. And that's 223. And please, no more safety cars. There is a virtual safety car again. That's virtual safety car number 4. Hopefully this one is over very soon, so we can go back into racing. I want to see the battle between Liam, Zach, and Dan. Yeah, Liam DNFing, not the race they would have wanted. And Ariam comes into pit for a set of medium tires. As we have green flag, and now the battle between Liam, Zach, and Dan can go on, and Nat is also in the mix. Zach getting the slipstream, closing in, and Ariam crashes. And we're on turn 3. So we have a half spin. And had to steer into it and crashed. Honestly, I can't know for sure. But Dan is now very close to the Red Bull. And thank the Lord, no safety car. Yeah, Dan, very close. Trying. Honestly, basically can't pass through sector 3. Leaves the session. Now Dan will have DRS to help, and Zach is already 2 seconds behind Liam. And Ariam, I thought he retired for him. But they already have. Dan now. They will most certainly get this pass made. Opens up DRS. Absolutely flies by. Look at that. Such a mismatch for speed. And now Nat is close. Nat is really close. Is up the inside. Can't quite get it done through the chicane. Zach defending very well. And Olsen up into P11. Olsen. Oh, they touch. And there's a front wing. A part of a front wing going loose from Aronson's car. Yeah, that left side is gone. Now Stu is having a look, decides not to go for it. Aronson gets a 3 second time penalty. And now the question is Nat gonna be close enough? Look here first. We see Jonesy getting well ahead. Nat is close, but it's not through yet. There's another straight. There's a much better exit. And this time Zach doesn't have any DRS to help. And this time Nat goes through. So the question becomes, can Zach come through on the next DRS straight? This is Village, very very close to the Red of Pie. Oh, and Sharpen Ozone is having a battle as we're still following this Red Bull and McLaren battle between Zach and Nat. Zach will have the DRS. And half a second behind. And the question is, can Zach come through? Will they stick behind? As a little look, but breaks early. And the better exit. And it's already Salazar is already through into P3, and they swap around. And now the question becomes, can Nat stick with it? Spillage still behind the second Red Bull. Tires aren't what they used to be now, 5 laps old. So it's also with a time penalty. And you can hear the lift as they don't want to lose it. But now Nat is using DRS and slipstream and gets through quite easily. But now the second straight. What will happen there? Oh, Nat squeezes Zach. Oh, and they touch a little bit, I think. They get through in the end as Street Piraku picks up a 3-second time penalty, and Mindbastard gets through the Red Bull. Pie now has to look at the back of this emerald green rocket ship of a car. Mindbastard has been very, very good today. It's a little bit of a shame that it hasn't gone quite the way they hoped with safety cars and whatnot. Someone who has performed very well as well is Nat and Zach. And they are gonna go and swap positions yet again. Oh, and a little bit of tire touching from Zach. Zach now with the DRS. Goes through, and Spillage goes through as well. To P6. is very, very close, and there is a yellow flag. Street Piraku, and that's a late safety car. This is a late safety car, and now Liam just has time to dive into the pit. Dan does not go into the pit. Zach Matt doesn't go into the pit. This is very, very interesting. The safety car is gonna be out for 2 or 3 laps. Oh, that's a harsh sweetness for the car. Definitely worthy of a safety car. Well, the safety car is gonna be out for 2 laps. It's gonna come in on lap 23. So we'll go racing on lap 24 again, which means we have 5 laps of racing, and Liam is in P3 on softs. I think Skillstan has made the wrong choice here. I think Nat and Dan have made the wrong choice, and Panda. Thursday in 5th, Jonesy 6th, Village 7th, Mandasi 8th, Pine 9th. Yeah, Nat is gonna be a sitting duck. The only thing that could save Nat is if Dan keeps Nat in the DRS and creates a train, and that way Nat can maybe defend. But I don't see it holding out for 5 laps, which it will most likely be to race, maybe even 6 laps. As the guys are actually catching up. So yeah, I don't see Nat keeping P2, and I think Liam is gonna win this. Dan is fast enough to keep it onto the podium, I think, because guys like Zach, Jonesy, they all have to make their way through a couple of more cars, and then the DRS doesn't get activated until lap. Safety car is gonna come in this lap, I think, which means the safety will go racing in 23, so it won't get activated until lap 26 or 25. Lap 26, which means there will be 3 laps of DRS. So I think Nat can latch on, and both Nat and Panda can latch on to Zach and Jonesy and try and hold them up. He's an arrow coming off in position. That's a bit odd. Yeah, my prediction. I'm gonna make a prediction with 7 laps to go. Liam is gonna win. We're gonna see Zach come 2nd and Dan 3rd. That is my prediction. I think Nat is gonna get 5th. The safety car is coming in, and Dan is currently the one that is controlling the pace. had a bit of a gap down to now. I'm gonna keep an eye on this VMV net battle as Dan has gone. Got quite the restart. And really defensive and sack. Sack and Panda battling to turn 2. And now Liam wants to dispose of Nat as quickly as possible. In the slipstream, moves out of the slipstream. Oh, has so much more confidence. Really stop. Nat got a good second place, but Liam gets the better exit. That's currently done. And Jonesy is getting through. As we have 5 or 6 cars side by side going into the chicane. There's a yellow flag as Aaron Con has had a moment. Now Zach is having a look at Nat. Mindbass is having a look at Panda to get up into 6th. Can't get it down into turn 1. Now can they keep it to turn 2 and 3? Has a little look into the chicane. And Aaron Con is retired. That's in the pit. Oh, and Pie has a look on Mindbass, but can't quite get it done. And now we have Liam having a look at Dan, but Dan is just enough ahead. The question is, can Dan keep it into the chicane as well? Yes. Liam is a little bit too far back, and high. Goes through Panda. I think they touched. Oh, as Liam gets on the orange curb. DRS is enabled on lap 25. My math was incorrect. Lap 25, which means 4 laps of DRS. This is gonna be a very interesting fight. Liam is gonna get through here. Question is, can Dan keep it? Oh, Dan actually keeps it into the chicane. Side by side, Dan goes very defensive, and they're losing a lot of time down to Zach. He's probably licking their lips right now, seeing Dan and Liam fighting. Nat has dropped like a stone down into 9th. Those tires did not do them any favors whatsoever. Now the question is, can Liam come through? Not into turn 1, but that's not really where you want to make the move. Liam looked a bit more confident through turn 3. And now we can see that the Red Bull has caught up as well and has DRS. And now Liam is through. He got a way better exit, and now the question is Dan gonna keep P2? Obviously has the DRS to help drag. Oh, Zach is getting close. He can't make the move here. And runs a little bit wide. And Zach can't right back up, and Dan has lost 2 seconds. Doesn't even take a look. Want to be behind at that line right there. To be allowed to open that rear wing. Man, it's actually far enough ahead. And that was the fastest lap of the race. 37.5. Very good. Here comes Zach. Zach goes around the outside. Dan can't do much. And Dan is down in the P3. You see Nat on the timing screen getting closer and closer to Ozan. The P8 and 4 points. And both Alpines currently in the points. Ooh, and Dan gets out wide and nearly loses it. And has now lost DRS. And now the question is, can Jonesy on this final lap of the race, it's gone that fast. Jonesy does not have DRS, but has close. Jonesy will not have DRS. No, it says close. No, Jonesy. To close down and out. We'll have the DRS, but I think Dan is far enough ahead. Yeah, Dan is actually far enough. Now the question is, Jonesy has closed. Can they force a move here in Sector 3? It's a very, very tough section. It's nearly impossible. I've said it all race. but now they have to make it. Dan just needs to place the car correctly to keep it. We'll quickly checking with Liam, who crosses the line to win in Abu Dhabi, but now Jonesy doesn't quite have enough. Dan keeps it. Pi comes in fifth. Sharply falls down. Beast gets it. Nat jumps up into P7 after penalties. Sharpie down in P10. Both Alpines getting points. P8 and P9. As we're waiting for the final couple of guys to cross the line. Spillage down in 12. We'll be happy to see that Liam wins, but Zach and Pi, I think, outscores as my Bessie. We had such a good first half of the race. Comes across the line in P14. So there you have it, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, round 3 for URC. URC never fails to give me a lovely action to commentate. And we can see Liam coming out, filming the moment, winning in Abu Dhabi. Must be such an amazing feeling. As I get a black loading screen. Here we go then. Liam starts on pole, wins in Abu Dhabi. Zach comes home in P2. Skillstan kept the P3 as I suspected, but only just because Jones in P4 was very close. Pi gets P5. Beast goes into P6. Nat P7. Ozone P8. Stooge P9, Sharpie gets the final point. P10, Kleppy P11, Spillage P12, Panda, fastest lap P13, Mindbassi falls down into P14, Aaron Khan, Street Piraku, Aryan, Liam-esque, Barbarian and David Barry all DNF'd. Apparently most of them got classified. But I have been your host, Jesper. I hope you have enjoyed this round as much as I have. I will see you next week for Belgium, which is round number 4 here for URC. Enjoy your night and goodbye.